Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to do a anti-haul today. Yay! And if you are wondering, yes, I did film this makeup look. I am not entirely sure if that is going to be posted before this anti-haul or after. It just depends on editing. For that video, for this tutorial, I am going to be doing a voiceover. I was told that sometimes just playing music and not having me talking seems a little cold and unfriendly, and I don't want you guys to get that vibe at all from this channel. So I'm gonna do a voiceover. So today I wanted to do an anti-haul as well, and a talking video, of course. And I am looking at Trend Mood's page right now for some of the newer makeup releases that I'm going to be talking about. So if you see me looking down, I'm literally just looking at my laptop. So we can get started. I do want to give credit where credit is due, and so many people at this point have been doing anti-hauls. So I mean, I don't know if you value my opinion, you might not, but I personally love looking at new makeup and seeing what's hot and what's new and what's trendy and what's kind of like been there and done that. So I'll be giving a little bit of my opinion, but this did start and originate on YouTube from a YouTuber named Kimberly Clark. So I will put her channel down below and let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I see on Trend Mood's page is the MAC and Selena collection. This is actually the second go around. I didn't get anything in the first round. Not that nothing sparked my interest. It's just, I don't know, MAC, it's a touchy subject because I feel like when I first started getting into makeup, they were so like on top, like you could not beat MAC. MAC was like the place to go for makeup. But now the last few collections I've been seeing from them haven't really like done it for me. And that's sad to say because MAC was, and I still like have a soft spot in my heart for MAC, but I see this collection and it's kind of like, I'll insert pictures of course, and you can give me your opinion of course in the comments below, but it's just, I do get Selena vibes from it, especially from the packaging. I love how they have like the little bustier on the highlighter and the makeup bag. I love that. I think it is like very Selena. But I don't know, these are all colors I have, and the pigmentation on MAC products just aren't doing it for me anymore. So as much as like I want to make a purchase, and I might, like, I'm not the type of person to say, oh no, I'll never buy it. Like I might at some point, and it probably won't be their eyeshadow palette, maybe their highlighter. I don't know. I don't remember exactly what formula it is, but it's one that's a little bit more online, like with what I personally like. Like I like highlights that look like skin and that look dewy and wet, and I think that's that kind of highlighter. So that, if anything, and maybe a lipstick is something I would pick up from this collection, but otherwise I'm sad to say, but I think I'm gonna pass on this one. Okay, and the next product I see from Trend Mood's page that kind of sparked my interest was from Tower 28 Beauty, which you can get at Sephora. This is a newer brand from what I'm understanding. They are coming out with cream bronzers, and I actually just placed a purchase at Sephora online for their VIB sale for the Fenty bronzer. I got one. It's a cream bronzer for my no makeup days, or when it's in the summer and I kind of want a little bit of something, but I don't want to go full on glam. I know of this brand because I follow Babs Beauty on YouTube and Instagram, of course, but she was using the blushes from this brand and she really liked them and they looked really good on her. So it's something I'm on the fence about. I don't think I'll pick it up only because I just purchased the Fenty bronzer. But I can always see maybe in the future, especially if I'm not really feeling the Fenty bronzer, which I mean, I don't know in a world where that would happen, but it's possible. It might not be what I'm looking for. I would definitely try this one out. And how much are they? $20. It looks like you get a good amount of products in there, and there are a few colors. So that would work for a few different skin tones, but I don't know, we'll see. Okay, next on the list is from a brand called Glamlight. They have their Street Taco palette, which is retailing for $22. The colors, I like them. I mean, I don't really necessarily get taco vibes from purple and pink per se, but I mean, who am I to judge? I've been wanting to try this brand for actually kind of a while, and I think that they do have very like different like outlook on beauty. They have their, I think which started all was their pizza palette. I want to say it was their pizza palette. And then they came out with a burger palette, a cake palette, a street taco palette, a few different like food type items, which are really interesting. The only thing is some of those, the packaging is just like large and in charge. And I love packaging. Like to me, sometimes that's what's the make or break between me wanting to purchase an item. It's not necessarily the colors. Obviously, that's a big part of it. I want to be able to know I'm going to use this palette. But at the same time, if the packaging is really pretty, that can kind of sell me on a product. And this packaging is really cute, I will say. I'll insert a picture, of course. And there are 10 shades. There are more mattes than there are like shimmers. And there's one duochrome, which looks like it's that purple, I want to say, in the picture. That maybe not, maybe it's the green. I don't know. It's hard to tell. There's no swatches, I don't think. Oh, there is. Okay. I'll insert a picture of that too. Yeah, I don't know which one is the duochrome, but it looks like a really cute palette, especially the swatches. I'll put that picture up. That's honestly what's kind of selling me on it. And for $22, that's actually not too bad of a price. So it's something I'm considering. Next on the roster, we have Ofra's Glitch 2000 collection. This, on first sight, is not a palette that I would ever purchase, to be honest. The colors, it's like that thing that companies do. They have a bunch of neutral colors and then they put a pop or two of color in so that it feels different from the rest. When honestly, it's really just a neutral palette with like a pop of blue. So many companies are doing it's like crazy. They think like, oh, we won't notice that, you know, it's like the same as everything that's on the market now, when really it is. But this is all metallic colors. So this is definitely an accent palette. When I first saw it, I was like, what the hell is this? But this is obviously a palette that you're going to use in conjunction with another palette that you already have, or a few other palettes that you already have. And I don't mind that. I don't mind using a few different palettes to create a look. I don't really travel much, so like I usually just have all my makeup in one spot. Unless I'm working on a client, then I have my kit, which this is not something I would ever put in my kit. I mean, so to me, this just doesn't seem like something I would personally purchase. They also have their Flexi Stick, which I think are lip glosses. I don't remember. Yeah, I could live without them. Okay, now this is something that looks very interesting to me. It's from Milk Makeup. It is their new Kush Triple Brow Pen. And the look of this brow pen looks so interesting. Not 100% like original, the design a little bit, but like this microblading type of like pen has been done before. This is kind of like Milk's own like spin on it. It does look quite interesting. If it is more of like a felt tip brow pen liner type situation, I usually find that these dry out so fast. It is $22 and there are 8 shades, so that's not too bad of a shade range. And it looks like you've got like an array of the typical eyebrow colors. I don't know, like this is interesting to me. This is something I would definitely want to try. I'm actually in the market for a new eyebrow pencil, pen, powder, whatever. So I'm quite intrigued by it. It's something I might have to pick up, and I will definitely demo it in a video or do like a review or something on it if you guys are interested in it. So let me know down below. Next, we have from Haus Labs some new shades of Le Riot lip gloss and some lip liners. I have never tried anything from Haus Labs, which is Lady Gaga's brand. I am intrigued about it. I definitely want to try something from her brand. I don't know. It's just Lady Gaga. You see Lady Gaga, and this is a point I feel like I've heard a lot of people saying about, but Lady Gaga is just this crazy avant-garde. Like her makeup is always just so to the nines and to like just out there in her music videos and just like walking down the street. So her makeup brand is a little bit more like subdued and calm and, you know, not like Lady Gaga vibes, like the typical, like when you think of Lady Gaga, you're thinking like crazy makeup. I don't really get that from her brand, which most people don't like to go crazy with their makeup. Like even this is a lot for some people, which I completely understand. And I don't even think this is like a crazy amount of makeup or anything like that. But so I can see where she would want to appeal to the demographic that wears something a little more calm and subdued. Like I get that, and it has a time and a place for it. But I don't know, like this, there are some like interesting colors here. Like there's a black and like a sky blue kind of color for lip gloss. I don't know if these are sheer or opaque, and that's what's going to make the difference too. If these are sheer, then that blue is just going to be like a little wash of blue, and it is not going to be like so fully saturated. And I have to look a little bit deeper into these, maybe see a few swatches before I say it's a yes or a no for me. So I'm not sure. And lip liners, they're lip liners. I don't know. I mean, some people get excited about lip liners. I don't really care. All right, and we have a new collection from Wet n Wild Beauty. And Fantasy Makers, which is usually like their more like a Halloween or festival type of line. And everything is under $5. To me, this just looks like Claire's makeup, honestly. It doesn't necessarily scream at me, buy it. I can see that this was probably for festival season, which unfortunately, because the way the world is right now and everything going on, there really is no like festival season. If anything, it would probably be a little bit later, like in spring and summer, until things kind of die down and we're actually able to be in close proximity with each other. So I can see that they probably, this was for that time frame, but unfortunately because things going on, and they probably have deadlines and whatnot, they're releasing it now. So I understand, but this to me is just, it looks like kids makeup. Like it looks like it belongs in Claire's. And I love Wet n Wild Beauty. I do like how everything is very affordable and very like able to obtain. You can just go to Walgreens or CVS and be able to pick up anything you need from them. So I like that, but this is just something that is not doing it for me. Like I love gems, face gems. I love the glitter and the sparkle, but this is just, I don't know. It's just falling flat for me. Okay, so the thing I think that sparked my interest the most, and I even made an Instagram story about it and how excited I was for this collection, especially before they actually showed the pictures. They showed some promo pictures for the shoot. Melt Cosmetics and their 420 collection. Now, if you are a smoker or you aren't, take it or leave it. I mean, some people feel like the whole 420 thing is so been there, done that. It's so childish, this, that, and the next. You can feel however you want to feel about it. That's your decision. Take it or leave it. It's whatever. But I personally found this collection very interesting. This is something that launched on 420 and it was an exclusive. So you had to be signed up for Melt's subscription and get an email to a secret code that unlocked the website on 420. In 420, the time, that's when they released it. I did get an email. I was so interested in this, but I ended up not purchasing it. And the reason I didn't purchase it, even though I was so excited about this, is because the palette looks beautiful, don't get me wrong, and these swatches, although they look a little too perfect, it looked interesting. But the more I thought about it, I thought like, these colors I have in my collection. I don't wear green a ton. I mean, on this channel, I have been wearing more green eyeshadow. I have like a tealy kind of look going on today. But in my everyday life, I don't really wear colors like these too often, which is like those dark smoky greens, those like olive colors. I love them. And I do, if I'm gonna wear green, I either want it to be super bright and super dramatic, or I want it to be like grungy, dark, smoky. So I can see where this palette would like do something for me, but I just thought more of my collection, and I was just thinking, I have stuff like this. I don't wear colors like this often. Maybe in the future when they restock this and I see more swatches and more people playing with it and using it, I might pick it up because I do love Melt's palettes. I do think that they're really good. They are a drier formula of eyeshadow, I will say that. So it's something that a lot of people I've found don't like their palettes because it is a little drier. Sometimes it is a little harder to blend. But if you really stick with it and you really like play with it, you can make some really beautiful looks with it, I will say. And at first, what made me really feel this collection was the promo photos before they even showed any of the actual product photos. And I was seeing like some reds and some yellows and some like greens, of course. And it really gave me that like Rastafarian vibe that I really liked, and I thought it was kind of gonna be along those lines. I mean, I can't be surprised it's mostly an all green palette with some browns thrown in, but I was kind of thinking it was gonna be along those lines, but I'm kind of happy it's not, because it's this, literally. That's what it would have been if it was kind of based on those promo photos, which this is from Melt. This is their Vita palette, which I love. I've done a tutorial on it. So I'm kind of happy it's not that, because it would have been very repetitive. And we already have enough repetition in the makeup industry. People putting out products that literally all look like each other. And then since I wasn't really so like head over heels over the palette, it's like I don't know. I'm so torn about it. Like I'm 50-50 on it. Part of me still feels like it's not something I need, but another part of me is like, give it to me, you know? But then they also had in this collection 2 gel liners, which you can use either as eyeliner or eyeshadow bases. And I love the colors. One is like a very true dark brown, and the other is, it's weird. It's kind of almost like a vivid but dark grungy green at the same time. Both are stunning, and both definitely have a place in my makeup collection because I don't have products like that. So I was debating on buying them, and like I said, in the future I probably will. But then I saw other swatches of Dana, who is one of the founders of Melt Cosmetics. She posted swatches of the gel liners like right before launch, and that kind of made me not really want to buy them because the brown, it almost looked black. It was so dark that it almost read as a black gel liner, and I have something like that. I kind of would have wanted it to be a little lighter so that it kind of reads more brown rather than black, but unfortunately it looks black, and I don't know. It's like I said, it's one of those things I have to see more people playing with the collection to really get a true understanding if it's something I need or if it's something I can 100% pass up. Okay, so just when we thought ColourPop was kind of taking a little chill pill and they weren't going to release a new collection, like a full collection every single week, they hit us with Ulta. And they have 2 palettes, 2 blushes, and 4 lip glosses from what I'm seeing. The palettes at Ulta, which is a She's Solstice palette and All Things palette, eyeshadow palettes, they do look really pretty. I'm not gonna lie. They really look, and especially I think I saw some swatches. Oh yeah. They look really pretty, I will say. And it is, I feel like, good for the everyday typical girl who doesn't like too much color, but they want a little something just to, you know, add life and bring life to their face. I like it, honestly. It's not so crazy. And ColourPop, they get away with releasing so much because they make everything in-house, so they don't have to hire a middleman to, you know, make things and then bring other products in. They do everything in-house, so that's how they can cut their costs and bring us like cheaper products, but still good quality products. And they can do it so fast because everything is just in-house, that they don't have to wait for their factory to get the ingredients and then to make the palettes and to get the outer packaging. Like, they do everything right then and there. And then also because of that, they don't have like a bunch of stock in other places. They just have everything, and they make to order pretty much. So I do like that about ColourPop. I know they get hate on so much, and I will admit it is overwhelming, honestly. Okay, now here's something that I am almost certain I am going to be purchasing. And it is from the brand Hank and Henry Beauty. I've never purchased anything from them before. And personally, I love the style and the look of his brand. He is a makeup artist. I follow him. I followed him for a while, even before he had his own brand. And I'm interested. I've been wanting to purchase for his brand for quite a while. I don't know. I just haven't. But he is coming out with some loose highlighters. There's not too much known about these right now because right now I'm on Hot Fire Makeup, her Instagram, and this was posted only like 16 hours ago. So there's not too much that's known about this right now. But these loose highlighters look stunning. They look pretty large too. So honestly, even if these were like $20, $25 or around there, that price range, you still are getting a lot of product. And like, let's be honest, if you have a loose highlighter, to even go through it, like you're gonna have that for years. And since it is a powder product, I don't think this is something that's gonna expire, you know, within a few months. So you're definitely gonna get your bang for your buck, I would imagine. The only thing with these is I'm hoping he's coming out with a few more colors, just because the colors that he has right now, like there's like a deep bronze color, there's like a mid to bright kind of pink, a bronzy, like a mid-tone neutral bronze kind of color, like a yellow gold, and like a rosy pink kind of color, which are all stunning, but some of those colors I know are gonna not look right on me. And I am happy that brands are becoming more inclusive and are including colors for darker skin and for lighter skin. But I'm just like, whoa, I don't know what color would work for me. So I'm kind of hoping he has other colors that he's just not showing. And this is kind of just like a little bit of a sneak peek. So we'll see. But I think I'm going to make a purchase. If anything, I'm between that like yellow gold color and that like rosy pink kind of color. So we'll see. But I'm definitely very interested. Okay, so that's about it. I mean, this was from the past week or so for products coming out. These are kind of my thoughts and opinions. Let me know yours below. And if I missed something that is interesting for you, let me know, because there's something I could have possibly missed that I might, you know, be interested in. So thank you so much for watching. And my daughter's right there. Don't mind. It's getting close to nap time. So, all right. Thanks guys for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.